Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Richard Lewis Brown, Local 1000 in the house. Today is May 12th, 2022. Last night, I did a call at 6:30 on Wednesday night, as I normally do, and we talked about the important issue of, does politics matter for Local 1000? It was a great conversation, and so we're going to continue that conversation this morning. As you can see, I'm at a work site here in the great state of California, the #1 state in the nation. And as you know, there's a lot of internal conflict going on within our union. So when we talk about politics for Local 1000, as we know, this is the election season. There's a primary coming up in June. And Local 1000, not under my leadership, is trying to be heavily involved in politics. But as you know, I was elected in May of 2021 to take our union in a new direction by getting us out of politics. So I'm at a work site, and I'm gonna let anyone ask me any question, unscripted, unedited, unrehearsed. And when people invite me to their work sites, I always try to go. I can't always guarantee that I can, but I always try to go to work sites when I'm invited. Even before I was elected president, when people would invite me to their work sites, I would show up. All right, so I'm at a work site here in the state of California, and I'm gonna ask the gentleman if he has any questions or any comments, and then I'll answer his question. I'll repeat his question and answer it, or he'll make a statement, and then I'll repeat his statement and I'll add a few words to it. So go ahead, sir. What's on your mind today?
First off, Richard, I want to thank you so very much for being here and graciously accepting the invitation for it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, without a doubt, you shocked the heck out of us with walking through the door. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome. If you can give people an update of where we stand right now, as far as I understand you haven't been to any work sites or anything like that, or actually haven't been in the office conducting business. I mean, how is your daily activities now? How has this all changed your life?
So, as most people know, they tried to suspend me on February the 27th, 2022. And there's a situation going on with our internal process. The HR1 process is still going on, and that hasn't been rectified yet. So many people have asked, what do I do since I'm not able to go to the building? And my day consists of constantly and consistently talking to people to keep people's morale up. Many of our dues-paying members want to quit, and I am encouraging everyone to not quit our union. And so, even though I'm not going to the building, I'm still working every day around the clock, keeping people's morale up. Because sometimes when people vote and they feel like their voice is being ignored, sometimes it destroys their hope for a better tomorrow. And as you know, we had a historic election in 2021 where 5 people ran for president. And we had the second highest voter turnout in many, many, many years. I believe since 2011. So when you're asking me, what am I doing since I'm not able to go to Local 1000, I am still working, talking to people, getting ready so that when I win this HR1 and I'm able to come back to the building, to the headquarters building, SIU Local 1000 headquarters in downtown Sacramento, I will continue on what I had already started. Mm-hmm. And when I say continue on what I had already started, as you know, many people became job stewards on the spot with me.
Just like me.
Just like you, sir. And so the last time I did a PowerPoint, I believe it was in February of this year, we talked about all the stewards I had appointed and had gone through the fast track training. It was almost 31 stewards per month. Remember, the LAPS program for our job stewards had stopped in March of 2020. And so even though recently you've seen an email go out saying, you have to get all these signatures from your work site, and you have to apply and all of that, that is politics. That is politics, so they can decide who they want to let in and who they don't want to let in. I was appointing people and then getting them into the program as quickly as possible as our VP of Organizing Representation, Annika Walsh, could get them in. Mm-hmm. So whether a person liked me or not, or whether I liked the person or not, if you are paying your hard-earned money to this union and you want to become a job steward, because remember, over 80%, or should I say only 20% of our work sites have job stewards. That's horrendous. We have over 2,000 work sites and only 20% have job stewards.
Right.
This is an emergency that we have to rectify. So that's another thing that when I come back in, what will I continue to do? I will continue to do that. And I'm not trying to violate anybody's prestige, because some people had to go through this great process of becoming a job steward. And that's fine. But that's the way of the old days.
Right.
And so if you want to encourage the spirit and encourage the morale for Local 1000, you want everyone who is paying their money, if they have the desire and the love in their heart to serve others, then why would you slow that down? You want to make that happen immediately.
And you know, with that said, in my short time frame of being here, and like I said, we both have a military background. We're all for the people, you know, absolutely. But it seems like if you're not with that other side, it seems like you're met with all kinds of different roadblocks or changing of the rules or signing things or how money is distributed, because the money is for everybody that pays dues. This is their money at work right here in giving back to them and listening to their concerns and trying to change out job sites. And it seems like that kind of stuff is being met with constant roadblocks on getting approvals for things, because I'm using my own time for stuff. My coworker over here is also using her own time too, because we can't get things approved. And then they say we get them approved, but then, oh, you can only spend so much money on this, or you can only spend so much money. Well, hey, it wasn't like this in before. And my DLC president has been sending emails to people about why is this, why is this, why is that. Even these two work sites that we have today were not listed on the website, but 15 to 20 other ones in different areas were listed on their website.
So this gentleman raises a great point. He's using his own time, he's sacrificing his own time to do this worksite meeting. And he said it appears that if you support Richard Lewis Brown, who was the duly elected president, then they're not recognizing you. They don't want to work with you. This is the internal politics. So when our union is currently trying to convince you to support outside politics that has never helped you, it has never helped you during the furlough fiasco or the PLP situation, now you see the internal politics of people who are fighting for everyone, regardless of their political party, at the work site, yet they're not getting the support because currently I'm under this suspension.
Right.
Now, some people would say, well, you know, Richard, when you were there, you wouldn't give union leave to certain people. That's not true. That is absolutely not true. And it's unfortunate how our union has come to this situation where anyone that's supporting the duly elected president from May 2021 is being victimized. So not only are you being victimized at work by bad behaving, egotistical, self-serving supervisors, but now you're also going through this situation with the union where you're trying to do your job as a job steward, and you're not getting the support. You raised another issue. An email went out yesterday, and they listed, close to 20 work sites, worksite meetings, membership meetings in that email. But what you'll notice to the discerning eye, all of those work sites are work sites and DLCs that are led by DLC presidents who want to kick me out of the union. And that's why you don't see your DLC work site on that email.
Right.
And so you can look at this and you can tell this is how it's going down in Local 1000. And that's really unfortunate because we want to all come together and be unified, which brings up another question from last night about, does politics help unify our union? Well, half of our union is non-Democrat. And so when you get involved in politics, you're really keeping your union divided. Mm-hmm. So we don't want to divide our union, we want to unify our union.
Right.
And this is one of the ways I got elected president in May of 2021.
Right.
I said no political spending because you're alienating half your union, because every time Local 1000 gets involved in politics, it's always something that promotes the Democratic Party, a party that I actually belong to. But sometimes the Democrats are wrong, sometimes they're right.
Right.
Sometimes the Republican Party is right, and sometimes they're wrong. Unfortunately, you don't have a strong independent party or a Green Party to really keep the other two
In check.
in check
Balanced.
Yeah.
or in balance. And now someone just sent me a text.
And that's what we're out of. We're out of balance
Right.
big time right here, because what ends up happening is that, you know, managers in outside and everything, I don't think anybody wakes up in the morning and says, hey, you know what, I'm really going to go screw with this person.
Right.
But I also think they'll take advantage of situations where now they see the discord that's going on, and it's like, you know what, you're not going to get any support anywhere. Who are you going to cry to, or who you going to approach with your issues and stuff? Because things have to go forward, because it's really hard on, and I know you're listening to me. It's really hard on the first level foot soldiers, your infantry soldiers that are out there, like me, like the lady sitting behind me, that are out there still pushing, still, hey, we're going to be okay, we're going to do this, and it's a tough sell right now with everything.
So what this gentleman just basically said in a nutshell, because of the internal confusion that some of our local 1000 leadership has caused, that management is seeing local 1000 going through this war, and therefore management has taken this extra step to basically harass our people, our representative employees of local 1000.
Denying of time.
Denying the time. What's another thing?
Denying of time, incorrect pay.
Incorrect pay, which has been a history of that.
I mean, I got dignity clauses. Hi, how you doing? Dignity clauses of how people are treated in the workplace. It's like, hey,
clause.
you know what? We're just going to do it. All of a sudden, now they're asking for doctor's notes for no reason whatsoever at any time.
Right. So
I mean, just a whole slew of different things just to irritate people.
And so I've heard this from several people. This is the first time I've heard it on camera. How because of the disorganization and disunity within our leadership, within Local 1000, because there are some Local 1000 leaders who refuse to recognize the voice of the voters, management is seeing in this, and now they see this as their, quote, golden opportunity to pile on to us, which is very ironic, because we already know that management oftentimes do not treat us with fairness and respect.
Right.
And now with our internal conflict, not caused by me, but caused by other people who cannot respect the will of the voters, now management is coming on and really antagonizing the situation, and they feel like Local 1000 will not protect its people currently. But this will go on for a short period of time until I win this HR 1 situation.
And then what the also thinks is the people that you appointed, DLC presidents you've appointed, people that you've appointed to committees, even other job stewards. And in my short time frame of getting out there and gathering all the good resources that I needed, those resources that I've had, which were leaders, now all of a sudden they're like, you know, they don't feel supported by those by other people. So you've got a mass exodus of experienced leaders in our thing that just don't want to have it anymore, and now they're resigning. They're resigning left and right. There's a good number that are still hanging in there with me, but they're resigning too because of all this other unbalance of things where they're not supported and they're left out on an island now. You get what I'm saying?
So what I just heard him say is two DLC presidents that I appointed were removed. One got her position back through her e-board, the other one's still fighting to get her position back. They were appointed correctly, but because of how they were treated, this is affecting other leaders in Local 1000 who basically wanted to step away or resign. In some cases, some people are, quote, dropping their membership.
Right.
And like I've repeatedly asked people, do not drop your membership. This is what some of the leaders of Local 1000 want you to do. Anyone who has supported me, anyone who supports the idea of a 21% pay increase across the board for everyone equally, anyone who believes that for a union to really exercise its power, you must go on strike after legally reaching an impasse. Anyone who feels that way.
Ostrich can't like, well, you're not part of the union. I'm not going to listen to you. You know, that's how you gain people.
So let me say this again.
Gain their trust.
So let me say this again, because I know this phone had paused for a second. The two DLC presidents I appointed, one has got her position back, the other one's still fighting to get her position back. People who've been associated with me these leaders, some of them have quit the union because they feel the union is in this great turmoil. I have asked people, do not quit Local 1000. Whether you're for me or even if you're against me, do not quit this union.
Right.
And then someone called last night and they said, Richard, a man on Facebook, Harry Price, stated, anybody who supports Richard Lewis Brown, we don't want you to quit. We want you to quit. That's why you see International bringing their people down, trying to build up membership. So everybody who quits, they can just replace you with somebody else.
I know a gentleman that I know for a fact from SEIU International, and I won't say his name.
Okay.
I know he was down in Ontario, California yesterday.
Yeah. And so what
And I know he was there.
So they're going to Southern California where they know I don't really go a lot too. They're trying to build up membership because many people in Southern California have never met me. The people in the Sacramento area and the surrounding area
Protect me, but I'm going to do this right now, okay? I'm going to stand up and I'm going to say, okay, my name is Joseph William Cachetta III, okay?
Wow.
I am a union steward appointed by this man and my DLC president, Mary Dela Cruz, and I'm also a deeper for bargaining unit 15. But you could be 15, 1, 4, 17, whatever you need, I'm there for you. And I invited this man down here, okay? And I invited a whole bunch of people down here, but guess who came? Our president. And I support this guy. So I'm putting my face and my name right behind it, okay? And if I'm wrong, I'll learn from it. But I'm telling you, it's all about the members, and I appreciate you coming down here. And I put my face on camera, and I'm putting my name out there. Thank you very much.
Listen, Joe.
DLC 772.
So listen, everyone. Now that's unscripted. That's unedited. That's unrehearsed. When I go to people's work sites, I don't ever ask anyone to go on camera with me. Because some of our Local 1000 leadership will never, ever do live videos. And they'll never debate me. Because when you debate the truth will be transparent. Not translucent, but transparent. And this is why they're trying to, quote, run me out of the union. Because they know that I have a special gift that they cannot compete with. They can try, but they cannot compete with the truth.
Right.
Or with the gift that I've been given by God.
Sure.
So when I go to people's work sites, it's always a great pleasure. And like I say, I do things unscripted, unedited, unrehearsed, so I never know what's going to happen. And as you can see here with this video, sometimes my internet signal is there, sometimes it freezes up a little bit. Thank you for your patience. So I'm going to cut this video a little short. I'm continuing to talk to the people as they walk in at this particular work site. But I would tell you, stay tuned, because I'm going to do another video very shortly. Thank you. My name is Richard Lewis Brown. Local 1000 is in the house.
You bet.
Today is May 12th, 2022. You make it a great day in the state of California.
DLC 772.
DLC 772. I'll talk to you very soon. All right.